So if you're a homeowner in South Florida, you're probably feeling it. The market, it's just got a different vibe right now, doesn't it? It's shifting, it's getting more complex, and honestly, selling your biggest asset in a market like this can feel a little nerve-wracking. So let's just dive right in and talk about how to navigate it and come out on top.
Okay, let's start with a number that might make you sit up a little. 20.3%. What is that? That was the percentage of home sales in Tampa that recently fell apart before closing. That's one of the highest rates in the entire country. You see, with interest rates climbing and all the economic uncertainty, buyers are getting nervous. They're getting cold feet. And that ripple effect is being felt all across South Florida.
And that really is the million-dollar question for any seller today, isn't it? With buyers being extra cautious and deals feeling more fragile than ever, how do you make sure your home doesn't just get an offer, but actually gets to the finish line, to the closing table? Well, that is exactly what we are going to break down right now. To fix a problem, you first have to know what's causing it. And there are some very, very specific reasons why perfectly good homes end up just sitting on the market, or even worse, why a deal collapses. So let's pull back the curtain on the most common mistakes people make. The first major pitfall? Old school marketing. Just putting a sign in the yard and a basic listing on the local MLS, that's not going to cut it anymore. Not even close. Why? Because over 90% of buyers start their hunt online. The real solution isn't just being online. It's having a powerful, global, digital strategy that puts your home right in front of the perfect buyers wherever they might be. And the second mistake is just a terrible first impression. In this digital age, buyers make a split-second decision based on photos alone. Think about it. They're just swiping, swiping, swiping. One poorly lit cell phone picture and your home is gone, dismissed in an instant. That one mistake could literally cost you thousands. Professional magazine-quality photography? It's not a luxury anymore. It is absolutely essential to grab attention and get people through the door. Okay, so we've laid out the problems. The solution really boils down to having an expert team on your side that just gets this modern market. And to show you what that looks like in the real world, we're going to use one of the top teams in the area, the Dave Magua Group, as a perfect case study for what every seller should demand. When you're looking for an agent, their track record should tell you a story. For instance, when you see a team that's in the top 1% of all realtors in the nation, what does that really mean? It means they've seen it all. This isn't a side hustle for them. It means decades of experience and a proven ability to navigate even the trickiest of sales. But let's be real. Credentials on paper are one thing. What really matters is the agent's commitment to you. A huge thing to look for are concrete guarantees, actual promises that are designed to take the stress and the risk off of your shoulders. Let's look at what some of those promises should look like. I think one of the biggest fears for any seller is getting trapped, right? Stuck in a 6-month contract with an agent who's just not getting the job done. A really powerful guarantee to look for is something called an easy exit listing agreement. This kind of agreement completely flips the script and puts you, the homeowner, in the driver's seat. I'm going to say that again, because it is a game changer. You can cancel your listing at any time, no pressure, no penalties. When an agent offers you that, it's the ultimate sign of confidence. It means they know they have to earn your business every single day they work for you. Did you know that the #1 complaint sellers have, according to the National Association of Realtors, isn't about price? It's about a lack of communication. A great agent gets way ahead of this with a solid communication guarantee. You should expect fast feedback after showings, weekly check-in calls, and total transparency. You should never, ever be left in the dark wondering what's happening. Okay, so we've talked about promises. Now let's get into the engine that actually drives the results. Because a promise is just a promise unless it's backed by a seriously powerful and modern marketing plan designed to get your home seen by the right people. And I'm not talking about just post and pray. No way. This is a full-on multi-channel assault. We're talking about syndicating your listing to over 900 websites, creating a custom website just for your home, and running targeted ads on social media. But look at that last point, international exposure. That is absolutely key. And that global reach is so critical in a market like South Florida. Your perfect buyer might be right down the street, sure, but they could just as easily be in Toronto or London or Sao Paulo. To really maximize your sale price, you have to tap into that global network of wealth and relocation. That's how you find the one person who is willing to pay absolute top dollar for your home. So all of this, the guarantees, the top-tier marketing, it's all designed to lead to one thing:
Results. Tangible results. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about getting your home sold. It's about selling it for the absolute best price and the best terms possible.
Okay, this right here is the bottom line. This is a question every single seller should ask an agent. What's your average sale to list price ratio? You see, the average agent gets their clients about 94% of their asking price. A top team, like the one we're looking at, averages 98.4%. Now, on a $700,000 home, that's a difference of over $30,000. That's real money that goes directly into your pocket. And here's another number that tells a huge story about expertise. 57%. More than half of the homes this team sells had actually failed to sell with a previous agent. That's incredible. It shows that they specialize in succeeding where other agents have already tried and failed.
Financial results are huge, of course. But what about the experience, the stress levels? That matters too. That's where you look at satisfaction rates. When you see a number like a 98% overall satisfaction rate, that tells you something powerful. It's not just that the clients were happy with the final price, they were happy with the entire process, from start to finish.
And really, nothing tells the story better than hearing it from a real client. This quote right here shows that a top agent doesn't just list your home. They manage the entire project. They're organizing repairmen, they're masterfully handling negotiations with multiple buyers, and they are sweating every single detail to make sure your closing is as smooth and fast as possible.
So, we'll end with this simple question. In a market that's more challenging, more complicated than we've seen in years, who is going to guide your most valuable asset? It's not just about putting a sign in the yard anymore. It's about strategy, deep expertise, and a proven plan to get you across the finish line with success. Who are you trusting with your investment?